I was about to be excited because I see Slide Booster, but that's left. Whoa.
Slide Booster is a gear that got changed significantly.
Oh yeah. The Dolphin Question should be able to run other versions of the game. It should, yeah. It's not really locked to just plus.
It's just like a version of the emulator that got
Dolphin, yeah.
customized to be both debloated and more optimized specifically for riders.
Yeah.
A big example is that dual core is no longer like an option.
Yeah. Holy drift. Along with having a few features that will make TOing easier as well, such as the spectator button.
The biggest thing with the new Dolphin build is that it's going to have something called the rush frame presentation. And rush frame presentation basically means that the latency of every frame of delay that you put in net play, like it gets cut by 1/3. So playing on 15 ping on RD3 is like playing on what, 22 ping on the new Dolphin. And if you play on 8 buffer on new Dolphin, you're playing on like 14 on the old. Like in comparison to how it feels, right? So you can play longer like distances with better connection. And then there's also going to be a setting that for like slightly more choppier connection, it's going to allow the emulator to like keep the same game logic going through like in between frames. And for like connections that are like not super choppy but slightly choppy, it's going to be a complete game changer because you're both still playing at like 60 frames per second game logic.
Both players getting to 20 here. Legend still going for top half. I wonder why he doesn't just pick power on Legend. It would suit him a lot more.
Nah, it's because Fly's taking more ramps. Also the half pipe.
Is that true? The half. Okay, yeah, you're right. Forgot about that. How many more ramps does it take? One or two? Actually, no. Oh, he finally went for the hoops. So it's calls for celebration. Let's see a hit or NATO come out here. Players are really close to each other.
Yep, but it's Cream attack, so
not
here.
Hit, yep. Not here.
The level up is gonna give Hope a full tank though.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Legend on Fly specifically, maybe because I don't know. Like, if you does Hope value the last shortcut as much, like so much? Because top half is slightly faster.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't just pick this on E10R.
Yeah, E10G doesn't seem like
bad option either. Yeah.
Not a bad option. It's just
not a bad option.
Optimal. Yeah, I know. It's just would be more optimal here for E10R, but again, it's a first choice.
I mean, E10R is always more optimal, right? Drift is always optimal, but it is how applicable it is.
In net play, I think it's easier because, as you mentioned, with his hitbox and stuff and getting attacks, E10G's attacks are also just better, so he's maybe trying to go for some of that.
Yeah, E10G's attack, famously, it's very hard to nerf because the squish animation where you fall down like a paperweight is a static amount of frames. But we found a way to nerf it. Oh!
Oh my god!
Yeah, and like honking the wall detaches E10G instantly, so he gets the boost away. Yup.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah, Power gets to stay in slip because Fly's taking the outside turn there.
It's just incredible. What a hit.
Gentleman to ice, which Soda won.
What bans will we see come out from Soda?
I think E10G makes sense on ice. I think it makes sense on red because of the long stretch, like by the finish line. I think E10R makes more sense because the boost duration is just perfectly suited, like for post QTE, for landing on top path.
I feel like E10R attack would have broke here, so maybe he was
Garden,
right.
MC, Sand, and Digi.
Goes back to what I said about him picking it maybe because of the attack being better. See, he's back on Itanar here.
Yeah, maybe he values Itanar over when he needs interaction.
Definitely, yeah.
Because Eton G's attack is like... I have like this crackpot theory that it's coded to be a CPU attack, which means that the developers wanted it to be as least jank as possible. So they were like,
Right.
okay, on frame 1, everything happens, and we're not gonna have like no complicated superscript to like make sure that like getting hit by a bot is like buggy. So that's why they made everything happen frame 1 on Eton G's attack, because he's the bot character.
Well, I mean, that's a good theory, actually. Yeah.
Hope is about 20 away from leveling up, which is a box and like either a fat ring line or 2 halves. Let's see what he
I think
does.
he should get it here with this box and this line here. At least he goes for an attack as well.
I chooses to
Because
level up. Actually, up here is better. Up here is better because he gets the DPC here. Into
Yeah.
here as well. Nice NATO.
Tornado, ooh, good little few second delay. Still hot on his trail though. Another NATO. Those NATOs are deadly. The Soda still manages to keep his air there, not needing to go through all those power objects. The Hope is rich right now. He got all that shit in the bank. I don't think he's willing to drop any NATOs there, but you're
Nah, he can't.
colony-
He's playing air tank, so he's playing double booster. Look how
That
low
as
his air
well.
is.
Right, yeah. Wow, that is dangerously low. Just barely enough to get a jump there. 50 air back. No boost, but he can easily drift into the power section. With another NATO. 2 NATOs, okay.
I like how
I
Lord.
feel like-
I like how Soda went left there instead of right like last time.
Yep. Because Iron Man learns from his mistakes.
Only 1 peck behind, but that means that Hope can.
Might see a NATO come out of him here, maybe. Like
Oh.
after the, no, he opts for the jump! The cancel!
Damn.
Yo! It hit after!
Nah, it hits like while they were still up
Did it?
there, and then it transferred into
Yeah.
the waterfall. I think that was too
Oh.
panicky from Hope.
Maybe. He tried jumping there a little too early. That was unneeded. He could have gone a little straight and dropped a NATO where the jump part is, right? Where he exits the cave. That's really hard to dodge, and in Soda's position, you'd be too anxious to jump.
Loki, the option there, if you're in front, it might be going bottom path. Garden Carney Sand DG.
Maybe, because body path makes you exit faster, right? But still, as air tank, you want that 50 air at the end of the cave.
Carney Sand DG. Going to splash.
Splash Canyon, okay. Another air tank from Hope. This all or nothing right here. Hope needs this to start his reverse sweep. Soda needs to keep his cool and keep it going in order to make it back to the upper bracket into grounds.
Honestly, Soda's been playing really fucking well.
Really well, yeah.
But chooses to skip
Misses
both
his
boxes because he
boxes.
don't give a fuck.
He don't need no money. He don't need no skip.
I don't know. He might need it. He should have invested maybe.
Just a little bit. See if he knows about the 20s. Both opting for air here. Interesting. Not too close behind, not too far behind, sorry, in terms of level up. Just a few rings difference. Both players should level up here before their QTE. Unfortunate. Stays in
Soda
the
on
turret long
the...
enough.
Okay, he does get interrupted from jump charts. That's good.
Okay.
Hope goes top path.
Misses again. Shouldn't be too detrimental again.
Might
he's
have
right
been a
behind
far
him,
jump
rush
bottom path
level.
attempt.
Could be. Opting for double rail, okay.
Yeah, that air's nice. And then he wants to cruise here so he can conserve his
Oh,
rockets.
that's right. Air tank. Might see a hit come out of.
Nice! Good timing.
There you go. Lovely how he timed it, but didn't cut his turb, and Soda didn't make use of it. I think because he's afraid he might get bad exit there, so he just wants to cruise and just boost. Good dodge.
Oh my
Unfortunate
god, that was nice.
exit, but
Yeah, that was clean. That was clean.
unfortunate. 3 out of 3. This set is all about clutch attacks, huh? Yeah.
That's a pause.
Did he?
Yeah, I think both players know that like Hope's gonna win, so it's wanna play that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hope has no reason to pause there, so that must have been Soda.
Pause to take a second.
Yeah.
Why'd you pause, bro?
On this next
One
rail,
sec,
do
bro.
I drop or do I take second?
Oh, I gotta pause. I gotta think about this. Let me pull
It's about
up a
clutch
VOD.
attacks, yeah. This version of Riders has like turbo cracked turbulence and insanely cracked slipstream. So
Yeah, as we saw with Lorden
yeah.
and his set.
I see a weird blue trail on Turb. That's the PS2 texture. Normally it's like a like a vague texture on every other version besides the PS2. But Ethan cracked open the PS2 version. Garden Sand, Digi Sky. And then we're gonna go to Illusion. We got 20 rings versus 13 rings. And no air. This is gonna be tough.
Yeah. One thing I noticed about Hope's gameplay, he's really prone to getting hit from behind. Because I think as a time trial player, he's not really used to keeping other players in check.
Nah, I don't think that's a time trial player thing. I think it's just because he hasn't played Riders in like very actively.
Oh yeah, that too. Also,
Right?
fair
He's
enough,
mostly
actually.
like a Ring Racers player now.
That is true. That is true. I do remember him playing those again. Both moving up. So they're now leading. I think the first time leading in a couple games since Red. This stage before Red. SS, both of them. See if we see a middle drop.
Nice
here.
turn from Hope. Nice turn.
Very nice. That's that time trial showing right there.
Yeah, that's how you take that turn.
Oh!
Okay, nice respect.
No
way! No! Wow!
No. Oh no, that was a lovely NATO. That was so good from Soda right there.
Nah,
Actually, I don't
he
wanna
got
jinx-
blicked worse than JFK. What the fuck was that?
And he fucked up the fucking thing. No.
Wow.
Damn. That's how the lore finals ends with a quit out. That's unfortunate.